It's Greg, the Uber driver. Today is Thursday, July 13th, and as you may have heard, if you haven't, Farmers Insurance announced a couple of days ago that it was going to be withdrawing from covering people in Florida. It has 100,000 policies that it has written. It will not write new policies. When those policies expire, the company is not going to renew them. What does this mean? This means there's less options for less companies to cover people in Florida. It's already a major issue. I think 14 to 15 companies in the last year or so have left Florida under the Governor DeSantis' administration and under the Republicans in the legislature not addressing these problems as they need to be addressed. They did do some insurance stuff that they gave kind of a $3 billion bailout to the insurance companies. They made it more difficult for our homeowners to bring lawsuits against them and made it more easier for them to the insurance companies to deny claims, but they've not made it easier for people to get insurance. And the average insurance cost in Florida is over $6,000, 4 times the national average. What are you doing about this problem? Because this is a real problem that's not being addressed. And I believe you got $3.9 million from the insurance companies for your political campaign. So amazing how that works. No wonder the laws are benefiting the insurance companies and not the consumers. Thank you very much, Governor DeSantis. This is not something a good governor would do, and certainly not a good president would do. Thank you. Watch the other video that's attached from the local news. You'll see what's going on.
Insurance company pulling out of Florida, forcing tens of thousands of customers to find a new provider.
But the options for affordable coverage are dwindling. And Local 10's Hatsabella live now in Hollywood with the growing crisis tonight. Hatzel.
Yes, this is certainly a crisis that's now affecting about 100,000 policyholders with farmers, but also if you're a Citizens policyholder, you should be paying close attention.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance is out of Florida. The company says it's a business decision necessary to effectively manage risk exposure.
What we saw was a $3 billion bailout for the insurance companies.
Florida Democrats quick to lash out at Republicans and their legislative reforms that were supposed to crack down on lawsuits and shorten claim times. The governor even touted those reforms.
You will see more people be willing to write policies in Florida because of what we did.
Farmers did not say it's the litigation climate. Farmers said they are leaving the state because of the high risks and the cost of reinsurance.
Florida CFO Jimmy Patronis, who oversees state insurance, promised to investigate, accusing farmers of playing politics. And talk about adding fuel to the fire. On Wednesday, Florida's state-backed insurer, Citizens, says it wants to hike rates by about 13%.
Even if OIR approves our requested rate increase, our policyholders will still be paying on average about 44% below the rest of the private market.
The CEO of Citizens says Floridians continue to struggle to find affordable choices in the private market, and more are turning to Citizens, which should be a final option.
I had no other choice.
Certainly not what Willie Butts wants to hear. His coverage increased by $1,000 with Citizens. The disabled veteran feels lawmakers are not doing enough to fix the problem.
But I do know that this is something that cannot be ignored any longer because it's only going to get worse.
And so if you're with Citizens and you're wondering about that rate hike, well, that has not been approved. If it is, it goes into effect this coming November. For now, reporting live from Hollywood, I'm Hatsabella, Local 10 News.